I'm the Ginger Roadsmith, and these are the 5 things that you can learn from reading romance for your writing. Item number 1, independent women. There's a lot of romance novels that have fairly codependent women in them. However, as of late, women in romance novels have gotten a little bit more balls. This can't be said for a lot of other genres, including science fiction. One really great example of this is take a look at any of the golden era Disney princesses. None of those characters really have much agency, and that's the key word. Giving your female characters a sense of agency rather than just having the plot happen to them is the best way to make sure you have an independent woman who don't need no man in your novel. Lesson number 2, sexy and strong men. A lot of the men in romance novels tend to be shippable with the main character. This is what makes your reader invested in your novel because they want to see what happens to these two characters at the end. Figuring out what makes those particular characters appealing as far as a shippable romance will help you hack your romance plot threads in your book. Lesson number 3 we can all learn from reading romance novels is actually compelling romance threads. There's a lot to be said for something that makes us have stakes in the relationship. Think about all of the different romances and relationships that you have shipped over the years in TV and books and movies. One of my personal favorites is, of course, Zoe and Wash from Firefly, and also Marshall and Lily from How I Met Your Mother. Both of these are married relationships that manage to stay together in the face of adversity rather than just breaking up all the time. Yeah, Marshall and Lily, yes, I realize, go through a thing. Spoiler alert! But then they get back together and everything's fine. Strong and shippable romances that are also compelling and not boring is a really good lesson we can all learn from romance novels. I'm about to start throwing things. Oh look, sharp things I can throw. Lesson number 4 we can all learn from reading romances is the shippable romance. I realize that this is kind of the same as tip number 2. It has to be compelling, they have to be interactive, and they also have to kind of be appealing to your reader. So think of all of the good romances that you have seen in various forms of media and write all those items down. And lesson number 5 we can all learn from reading romance novels is the freaking sex scenes. There are countless examples of award-winning novels that have plastic, unfeeling, and overall weird descriptions in their sex scenes. Take a few tips from reading romance and try to find those elements that make your sex scenes actually feel a little compelling. In fact, sometimes a fade to black is fine. Eric says no it's not. Eric need to hear some of that romance. Some of them sex scenes. That 50 Shades of Grey though, not a good example. I've heard snippets, it's bad. So there are your 5 lessons that you can learn from reading romance. If you have any other things that you think you could probably learn from reading romance, put those in the comments down below. If you like the cute sounds of babies and annoying roommates in the background, give it a thumbs up.
I'm your husband.
Slash roommate. I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy writing. Trick number 1, slaughter your husband. Wait, don't, hang on. That's murder mysteries. And Monk. You're inappropriate.
So, kid friendly.
I am not a kid-friendly channel. Lesson number 2 to be learned from, if you push that into the tripod, kid. No, God dang it.